PNP Councillor Ian Bell has provided clarifications to his supporters within the Beecher division and the South East Senan constituency. He says that whilst he recently resigned from the constituency's executive in June, he would still like to reassure his supporters about his future in the People's National Party. He said that he remains the councillor and will offer himself as a candidate in the next local government elections. The elections were postponed from November 2020 and is scheduled for a date no later than that of February 27, 2020. According to Bell, he would just like to provide information to all of the persons who are concerned about his status. He says that he is aware that they are very confused about his status as a councillor for the Beecher division in Southeast Senan. He says that he would like to advise that he remains the councillor for the moment, and when the next local government elections are called, he will be offering himself as a candidate. Bell resigned on June 8th, alleging that he was in receipt of disrespectful treatment by the Member of Parliament for Southeast Senan, Hannah, and her staff at the constituency office in Claremont, Senan. A meeting that was called by the constituency executive in an effort to iron out the differences between Hannah and Bell and other members in the constituency seems to have failed. The constituency chairman, Whittingham, has not provided any clarifications on the matter. Bell and Hannah have not provided any information on the matter either. The resignation from Ian Bell has left the party in a position where many questions are being asked about his continued association with the PNP and his tenure as a councillor for the Beecher division, where Ian Bell has served for a decade and 4 years. Bell has expressed confidence that he will be returned as a councillor for the division, but did not address the issue of his continued membership in the People's National Party. Resignation of Ian Bell on June 8, 2021 came as a shock to many and has left many questions unanswered for the Member of Parliament of Southeast Senan and the PNP. He resigned as a member of her constituency's executive and mentioned that it was as a result of disrespectful treatment from the Member of Parliament and the members of staff at the constituency office. Bell, who currently serves as the People's National Party's councillor for the Beecher division in Southeast Senan, provided avid support to Hannah in her failed attempt to become president of the party in November 2020. However, he has mentioned that his resignation is with immediate effect from the Hannah-led constituency executive. He also says that he has been asked not to speak on the matter any further. It was mentioned by Bell that he is not able to provide any further comments in relation to the party and his resignation until they would have had their meeting. He says that he cannot provide any additional information as the party has asked him to remain silent. But he says he has officially resigned from the Southeast Senan constituency executive and will still resign from it regardless of what anyone will say. He says that he's standing firmly by his position to resign. Bell was one of only 2 PNP councillors in the constituency who provided support to Anna since the 2015 failed attempt by the councillor of the Bensanton division in Southeast Senan, Richards, to remove her as a representative for the PNP in the constituency. However, in June, here comes the resignation from Ian Bell. Concern over Bell's resignation is in relation to the strain that it will place on Hannah's stewardship at the constituency level, and it has placed her and her team in the spotlight again. He has not provided any details as to what is happening in CISA or in the constituency office, except that he has indicated that one individual who has been in the spotlight in regards to the Integrity Commission's investigations is still working at the constituency office. He says some of the things that he has observed that are happening at Hannah's constituency office are not in accordance with how he believes things should be done or managed. Hannah's stewardship in Southeast Senan has been plagued by controversy since she first became the parliamentary representative in 2007. In the lead-up to 2020's PNP presidential race, our Councillor Lydia Richards of the Bensanton Division endorsed Mark Golding for PNP president. The endorsement by Richards came as no surprise, as it was widely known in the Senan Southeast constituency that she was not communicating with Hannah. Ware, who is a councillor for the Claremont Division in the constituency, has also not been in communication with the current Member of Parliament and provided his support to Mark Golding in the leadership challenge in 2020. Richards attempted to challenge Hannah for the right to represent the PNP in the 2016 general elections, but she failed. Richards was supported by Lambert Ware and Lloyd Garrick, then councillor of the Monique Division in Southeast Senan. Hannah went on to win the seat in the 2016 general elections, but the tensions with the three councillors continued, with complaints that Hannah has been uncooperative and divisive, which Hannah has vehemently denied. The divisions worsened in the lead-up to the 2016 local government elections as two former members of Hannah's constituencies, organization Williams and Simpson, resigned their posts to run as independent candidates, initially labeling themselves as independent PNP members. That decision was detrimental to the People's National Party in the local government elections at the time, especially in the Monique Division, as Garrick, who was the then sitting PNP councillor, lost the division to the Jamaica Labour Party's Anthony Kelly. The independent candidates grabbed crucial votes and cemented the PNP's loss of the division. Richards, Garrick and Ware have all been replaced by new PNP candidates for the upcoming local government elections, which are constitutionally due in November of this year. In the 2020 general elections, Hannah's hold on the PNP stronghold of Southeast Senan waned, and she merely won by 31 votes. Despite the small margin of victory, Hannah went on to challenge Mark Golding for the presidency of the PNP organization, but failed in her attempt. Her campaign for the party leadership was plagued by perceptions of her stewardship of the traditionally PNP-dominated constituency, Southeast Senan, as well as claims that came from persons that she was confrontational and divisive in terms of her leadership and management style in the constituency of Southeast Senan. According to Ian Bell, he is still the PNP councillor for the Beecher division and will be offering himself as a candidate in the upcoming local government elections, which are scheduled for no later than February 27th, 2022. Of course, maybe he's also concerned as to whether he can be replaced in a similar way to the way that Richards, Ware, and Garrick were replaced in the constituencies divisions. Thanks for watching and goodbye.